Welcome back. I'm Dre Skrilla. Welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the country. You guys already know. I know that you guys are loving the way that I sound right now on this microphone because it sounds so much better than everything else I record. I know. If only it all sounded like this, right? With our guest today, Abbi Smabs, Twerk It Out NZ. This video is brought to you by Twerk It Out NZ.
Yay!
All right. Bro, there's over 100, so just bear with me. There's a lot of double up on questions, and I know that people.
That's actually a lot.
Yo, there's heaps. All of these sort of questions, like, would you rather sit on a dick or sit on a sandwich, or however the fuck, whatever the thing is. I don't know. It's something along those lines anyway. You get what I mean. But like, we're not gonna answer that because, like, obviously, I'd rather sit on a fucking sandwich.
I thought you were gonna say dick.
First question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What gang do you support? From
Shannon or Jess?
Wicked Man. I don't know. Do you say it like Jamaican? Wicked Man.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Wagwan.
What gang do you support?
Wagwan. Bumbaclut.
Oh my god. You're not even answering the question.
Oh, sorry. What gang do I what gang do I represent? What gang do I represent? Oh, do you guys want my honest question? Fuck, I support all the gangs, bro. I got love for the streets, bro. You already know I got love for all the G's, everyone out in those fucking in the hoods, bro. I love you. I love the streets. I love the streets. That's the honest answer. I support all the G's. Luke TMC Montgomery said, "Can you show me your B-list tattoo?" Should I show them or should I just wait for the vlog?
Well,
you guys kind of already seen it, eh? Can they see that, you think? Slixido C. Freeze up, baby. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
She freaks out when I do gang stuff, like looks at me like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I do not freak out.
Fuck, I'm a fucking thug ass G. Anyway, that didn't sound fucking gangster at all. What's the hardest thing you've faced in life? And also, what's the hardest thing you faced in life? And I love the content shot, bro. I appreciate it, docs.
I think the hardest thing I face in my life, not faced, is when people do me wrong because I find it hard to understand because I don't do that to people, and I know that. Oh shit,
that was deep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
shit.
It's something that I
felt that in her voice when she said that, guys.
I just it never gets easier for me, eh? Like I get upset even if I expect it from people.
What's the hardest thing? I felt that shit. What's the hardest thing that you've had to face in life? What's the hardest thing I've had to face in life? Shit, man. Probably just like, I don't know what the hardest thing that I've faced in life is. Like I can't put a moment on it. But like, probably the hardest thing that I face is probably just myself. It's like just battling with my own fucking thoughts in my own head. It's not always just like, funny laugh every day. Like, fuck, I go through some shit, bro. Like, like my mental's fucking all over the show at some stages, all the time, more than often. You guys just don't really see it, but it happens. Masoy 88, have you thought about joining a club? Yeah, like rugby club. Bro, like I said, if I played rugby, I'll be in the All Blacks. If I played...
Is he talking about rugby?
Oh, what kind of club do you think he's talking about?
Like a gang.
Oh, a gang club. Oh, fuck, I'm in heaps of gang clubs. I'm honorary. I'm an honorary member. Nah.
That's what he's talking about though, eh?
Yeah, nah, you're talking about gang clubs. Sorry, I was just taking the piss. Yeah, my bro. Like, yeah, I went down that path, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. But like I said, I got love for everyone, and like my family does that stuff, and like a lot of people in clubs are like my best mates. So yeah, it was definitely was heading that way at one point in my life. Bees 'em up 09. So whoop. What's so funny about that?
You're just silly.
What nash are you? New Zealand white.
European, is that what it is? New Zealand European. Palangi.
I'm my mum's white Tongan and my dad's Māori Niuean. I didn't know much about my islands side, like my Tongan or Niuean. I mean, fuck, how deep do I go into this question? How did you and Abbi meet?
Oh, we just met in town at a club.
Shit.
It was my first night back in New Zealand in a while.
I hit her up on Tinder and was like,
He did
what club
not
are you
hit me
at?
up on Tinder. Never been on Tinder.
Nah, I seen her in the club and she was like, oh, you're Scroller. Fuck, you're the guy that does all the video.
All my
Bro,
friends were saying that. I didn't even know who you were. And to be honest, that was the first night people recognized you, right? And I thought I didn't know who he was. Okay, sorry, love you.
What? What the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't know who I was. Oh, fuck this shit, man. Yo. Yeah. Carry on. Sorry about that.
I think that was.
It was just because you lied. Why did you? Nah, you're good. I'm just
I
kidding.
don't have anything else to add.
Nah. You had to what?
I don't have anything else to add.
We met in a club. Brexes. Man, some of you guys got hard names to say, but it's because you guys replace letters and shit. Brexates? Brexates. Have you ever considered learning Te Reo Māori? Or would you? I always said that I would love for like when I have kids, for like my kid learning how to speak Māori. That'll be cool. I would love for that. But you know, kids will do whatever kids want to do. So yeah, I would love to do it, but I just you know, never know. Maybe say at some point in my life I might just be like, shit, let me go learn this. It is cool, bro. Like, and when I see people speak, I'm like, fuck, that's gangster. Hey, you know that Teeks dude? When I see him speak on the mic at the music awards, I'm like, fuck, that's fucking gangster. That's who makes me think it's gangster. Teeks. Shout out.
I just started him today, of course.
Oh shit.
I did.
Mad of in the club. No, carry on.
Yeah, I just started my level 2 through the Ministry of Education. I forgot to tell you that.
Cullen Finlay said, what's the biggest drug deal you've made? I mean, look, do you really want to know about that kind of stuff? Like, I'll tell you this is what I will say. I got more money than I ever did when I was selling drugs. That's surely a good enough answer for all the drug questions that, because there's a lot. I got more money than I ever had ever in my whole life. So.
I wonder if people think that you're selling drugs because of the video you just did.
There was a lot of comments like, fuck, does he still does your missus have a sister? Nah, total jokes, G. How did you become so humble? Wow, yes. And I feel like well, I'll tell you guys straight up what I feel why I am such a like nice guy is because I was bullied when I was young. So some people get bullied and then like want to go and fucking hurt people, beat people up because they got bullied and shit, so they want to do it to somebody else. But like for me, it worked the total opposite way, right? So I was it happened to me and I just like loved them all for some reason, and I like felt for people that was happening to, because I was like, fuck that shit, like I know how that feels. Like, I didn't want that to happen, so it just made me a nicer person.
That's because you've healed though. You've healed from that. You know how you say people go the other way?
Yeah,
because they haven't like worked on themselves and through that.
But I feel like I've always been like throughout everything, I was always quite good to everybody. I just try and be good to everybody. I don't know about being humble. Like I'm not like thinking of myself as like I'm trying to be humble. I'm more just trying to be good to everybody. If that makes sense. And then if that comes across as humble to everyone, then sweet. Because I don't know about that other kind of humble that people should talk about. And they're like I'm the fucking man. You know what I mean? Like I'm for real, bro. Like when I say I'm the greatest, my brain, there is no other option. Straight up. I really believe that. Modi said, where do you see yourself in a year's time?
In
1 year.
Man, we have so many plans. We could tell you exactly what we're doing in a year. Well, that's a big question for me because I'm in the middle of not really knowing where I'm going career-wise.
Oh, that's a big statement.
That's a big statement.
Because a lot of people freak out about like not knowing what they're gonna do and stuff. The uncertainty.
I'm a little bit freaking out.
Oh shit.
I think I see a lot of projects happening and all the things that we talk about. Maybe like a gym studio thing.
Like you wanna buy a gym studio things, you sort of thing? In a year's time?
Hopefully.
I mean, could buy a gym right now. If we really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sweet, bro. And you know, like I kind of just live by like a thing of like everything's gonna be all good. Like I'm a real believer in the universe, and I feel like it just fucking protects me in like every way. Like my health, my money, like the people around me. Everything that I seem to dream of falls on my lap. So with a bit of work behind it, you know. Talent is nothing without hard work. Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Good answer though.
Okay. Tone skis, is your real name Siopesi? No, it isn't. My real name's Dre. My real name is Dre. D-R-E. A lot of people call me like different names that is not my names. Like I get like, if they say Dre instead of Dre, they say Trey. Instead of Skrilla, they say like Skrillex. Killer.
Yeah.
And it's all good, you know. Like usually I just won't even correct people because I'm just like, oh, you know what, it depends on what it is, but I'll just be like, all good. I don't just want to shut down the environmental conversation or whatever. Peter25353 said, have you had any urges for a puff? No, I definitely haven't, because that shit will just destroy my life, bro. That's why I know that I'll never go back and do it again, because I'll straight up like it'll just destroy me, and it's disgusting to me these days, bro. Like I don't want to be like going against people that do it or whatever, you know, because it's an illness, like for real. So I don't want to be like talking down on anybody, but for me, just my own perspective of how I feel about it these days is it's like it's real foul to me. Like it's, you know, it's yuck. So no. Kalis, have you ever shot at someone? Nah, I haven't shot at someone. I haven't shot at anyone. Nah, I haven't. I've seen people get shot. Seen people get stabbed, seen people get tortured, seen people get fucking tied up. I've seen everything, straight up. But you know, why would I want to be talking about that sort of stuff, eh? If you want to know about that kind of stuff, you ever come to my live shows, baby.
Yeah.
If you want to know about all the shit that I done seen and I done been through, you have to come through to my live shows.
You're supposed to be getting back to me about the date.
I'm a busy man. Fuck, do you want a gym and a studio?
I do.
What? How long have we been together? Jord Ashe.
Nearly 3 years.
3 years. Shit.
So long.
Are you married or no? I don't believe in marriage, man. I don't like. Maybe it's just because like no one in my family's married and stuff like that, and like I don't know. Honestly, if I was to ever get married, it would be more like me wanting to give her a nice day, like that like nice feeling of like that type of like ceremony and stuff, like almost more of like I don't give a fuck about like getting a ring and like giving her a ring and stuff like that, but it would feel good for me to just make her feel really good on like a special day, like, you know, they like that's the special day for them. You know what I mean? So that would make me feel good to give her that feeling of like, this is for you, this like ceremony, and like I brought all these people together for you. So that would be good for me.
So cute.
Was it?
Yeah.
She's gonna cry.
Stop.
Oh shit. Mad her in the club.
Stop it. I feel shy. You're gonna have to cut that out.
Forms B13. Any plans to travel around the world? If so, first place you'll go.
Thailand.
Thailand in 18 days. That's the first place that we're going. Plans to travel around the world. Yeah, we're gonna go to Thailand first in 18 days.
And then Europe in July.
The Goon said, what's a good side hustle?
Twerking.
What if you're a guy? What's a good side hustle? Sorry?
Twerking.
What about for a guy?
Twerking?
literally anything, really. You just got to be like good at it. But
and try things.
I reckon the best side hustle is anything to do with like sales, finding product and selling it is not illegal either. I don't mean like that. But straight up, sales is where the money's at. To be honest, if you can find a product and sell it, or even better, if you can create a product and sell it, if you're fucking creative like that. Like, you know, there's a lot of people out here these days that just like fucking just creating the coolest shit. And they're super blessed because fucking hell, what a talent that is, because you know, that's where the money's at, if you can create something. Iced Out said, tagging stories. Surely you got some crack up ones. Tagging stories, bro. I got this fucking, man, shit. I haven't done that stuff for a while, but I remember back in the days when like going for a paint was like it was the go, like for the weekend. Like I remember even like catching the train into the city. This is back when Loaded was like old school Loaded, when they had all the Iron Lex downstairs and shit. And I used to go out there when I was like maybe like 10, bro. Like we're real young. We'll catch a train out to Bryn Mawr.
You're so young.
What, to be doing that stuff?
Yeah.
We were like walking the tracks when we were 10. Well, when I was 10, because I was young, so I grew up. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I was very young and I was just hung out with everyone older than me. You know what I mean? Like, all my closest mates are all older than me. So I'm the youngest. They're all like maybe 2 years, 3 years older than me or whatever. So, yeah, I remember training out there when we were 10. But, I mean, a funny story is like, I remember one time getting chased in Mount Albert on the train tracks. We're walking the tracks. We're just tagging on everything. And then like these Crips started chasing us. Yeah, we're just running away off of like our fucking backpacks on and shit. And then we actually got tired, and then they actually caught up to us. And then we were like, fuck, we were just too tired to run any longer. This is back when like there was crews and like gangs, and like youth gangs were way bigger now. Like now you've got like youth gangs, but it's like, you know, there isn't really many, and there kind of is only like one from each neighborhood. But before, this is when like there was like 5 or 6 in every neighborhood. Bloods, Crips, whatever. And this is back when like men would try and fight you. Like 30-year-olds would like pull up and try and hop out, and like, you know, like you don't see it these days anymore, which is fucking good. But kids, bro, trust me, if you're watching this right now, you guys got it good, man. Cause shit, we used to have to like fucking. I remember ripping planks off fences and shit. Oh, I'm going off track anyway. But yo, what I'm trying to say is, we got this is my tagging story. Fucking hell, scroller. We went tagging on the tracks one day. Me and like 3 of my mates were walking the tracks. I think we started in Newland, walked out to Mount Albert. We're like, sweet, went to Mount Albert on the train tracks. Got chased. Stopped because we got tired. then the guys called up to us and we were like, fuck. And then they ended up being like, bro, cause a jam, like with your paint. And we're like, oh yo, hard, like fuck, sweet. We thought we were gonna get jacked, and then they didn't. And then next minute we were like smoking ciggies together, and that was a stink story, yeah. That was
kind of cute that you didn't get out hiding.
Walking on the tracks and like all my spray cans got taken off me one time.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty stink. I felt pretty ratchet, eh?
Okay.
Well, I probably deserved it, eh? Fucking little shit. Amosa, OPE Amosa. What age were you when you first decided you wanted to be a content creator? When I fully knew that I wanted to be a content creator? Bro, not like when I started, which was like maybe 4. I'll say I started 3 years ago, but I'll say like 4 years ago. Just because when I was in jail, I was already thinking about doing it. I think I was when I was 20. I'm 26. 3 years ago, I was 23. 4, I would have been 22. So when I was like 22, so bro, it goes to show, like, I mean, that's still pretty young, but yeah, I did this in 3 years. So it isn't long for what's being accomplished now. Villy P said, turn your life around for the better, brother. Wondering what your biggest life lesson has been. What's your biggest life lesson?
To put myself first sometimes, or a lot more than I used to.
Oh, that's good. My biggest life lesson is probably
you know, like
I got like this weird. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose. It's because I have this like I wasn't picking my nose. It's just because like I have a scar on the inside of my nose because when I was in jail I pierced my nose. And I had a nose piercing, yeah, and then it came out, so I had to double pierce it, and then it left like scar tissue on the inside of my nose. My biggest life lesson has been, I mean, I'll say like probably prison. If I had to think of a lesson, what did prison teach me? It taught me a lot of shit. Patience, taught me how to be confident in myself, taught me how to figure what's going on for me, figure myself out, taught me self-awareness, taught me a whole bunch of shit. Be very, bro, because self-awareness is it's key, bro, to everything. I feel is like, you know, being real self-aware of especially your emotions. You know, if I'm in bad moods and shit like that, trying to figure out why I'm mad, like why am I so upset about something so small, or, you know, like always trying to catch myself before I fucking fuck off and do some stupid shit, you know what I mean? Teachers for me was probably prison. Timzo maniac or something. What's your big goal for 2022?
I guess the main thing that I'm working towards this year is getting a lot of travel in.
My biggest goal for 2022 is to become rich and be the best. Keep my foot on everyone's throats like I have been, you know? Yeah, that's pretty much what I strive for, is to be the best and to make a shitload of money at the same time. Su tangata mana. Fuck, I don't know. I hope I said that right. I've been terrible with the names all night. Okay, if you weren't creating all this content, what would you be doing? Oh, interesting. That's a very good question. What would I be doing if I wasn't creating content? Shit. Oh yeah, there's no other option for me. Fuck, I'd hate to say it, but I'd probably be in the fucking streets, eh? I definitely wouldn't want to work. I can't imagine myself like, would I have gone back to uni or some shit?
Everything that you would want to do at uni would be based around content anyway. Like anything that you've talked about studying, had something to do with content.
Yeah, if I wasn't doing content, I would be doing something based around filming or based around creating like graphic design, or just it'll be something to do with a camera anyway. Even if I wasn't the guy that was in front of it, it would be something to do with it, because I just love all this shit. Like, and I don't even understand. I just love it. No one around me was there was none of it around me, so I didn't understand why I love it so much. But I mean, I do. So chase your passion. Tuni.com said, when are you having babies, docs? You prob still using condoms? Well, I mean, I don't really get to see my son much these days, so I don't know if I want another one. I'm just fucking around. I don't know when I'm gonna have kids. This is my take. This is my take on having a kid. For me, having a kid is a big deal. A big deal. So, not that I don't think everyone else doesn't think it's a big deal, but for me, it's just like a big deal. Like I feel like if I have a kid, all my shit's done. Like, and obviously it isn't. Obviously I can keep still doing whatever and living my life. My priorities would change, right? So now at the moment, chase the dream. That's it. Nothing's in my way. Tunnel vision, go hard. But if I have a baby, then it's like, yo, I just created this little life. Now I have to give all my love to this little baby, because that's just the type of person that I am. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm still going to chase my dream and like, oh yeah, I love you. But like, I'm just going to try to do this first so, you know, we can get rich or whatever. It's like, nah, fuck that. Because obviously the baby didn't give a shit about money. So it's like, I just have to give it all my time. But I would just want to put all my time into trying to make my dreams come true. You know what I mean? So that's my take on like why I haven't had kids yet. And why I might not be having kids for a little bit, team. I hope I just made sense just then.
Such a common question.
Yeah, because a lot of people ask us all the time, eh? What's your take on that, though?
Yeah, I mean, chase the dream. I guess we talk about it a lot, so that's not like...
Yeah, we do talk about this. We do. Yeah. We have talked about this.
And I think we're really happy with what we're doing, right? Like, the way that we live our lives and just doing what we want to do and not having to put a little human before our own needs yet. Yeah,
I'm just a selfish cunt at the moment. For lack of a better, I'm just a bit selfish at the moment, because I feel like, you know, you kind of have to be if you want to get the most out of life for yourself to begin with, you know. Well, I guess we're both very like everything happens for a reason type of people. So if she was to ever get pregnant, we'll definitely be having the kid, and you know, I filmed my whole life, so you guys would be the first to know. I'm quite sure of it. Yeah, we'll be getting that baby money, baby. Oh, that no. YouTube family money, baby. Ace family who? Ace family who? Shit. D-Cuz said, when is your trip to Europe, brother? Me and the missus are going to Europe too. I'm gonna be in Europe in July, bruv. In July, I'll be in Europe. I'll be in London. I'll be in Portugal. I'll be in Croatia. I'll be in Greece. I'll be in Amsterdam. I'll be in Sweden. I'll be in
Are we gonna go to Sweden?
Austria. I'll be in Germany. I'll be in Europe, team. I'll be in Europe. July. Get at me, bro. You guys will be following the journey anyway. I'll bring you guys all with me. P Brown, ever gonna do a Oz tour, bro? Fuck, this hurts my heart when people ask me this shit, bro. Because this is what I say about Australia. First of all, I'm not allowed there because I have drug charges. I sold meth, and so I'm not allowed in Australia. Now, why that's such an issue for me is because, first of all, not only do I love Australia, not only do I fucking would have loved to come there and see everyone over there, but I would have made a fucking shitload of money if I was allowed in Australia. Hey, fucking facts. I would have killed it.
We might be gone.
Huh?
We might have been gone.
What do you mean?
Like moved over by now.
Nah, man, I never leave fucking Auckland City, baby.
Whatever. You're just saying that now.
No, I ain't just saying that. It's all tatted all over my body. I'm a real one. I'm really out here in these streets. I'm really out. I'm hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Nah. Tucky G. What inspired you to start YouTube? What inspired me to start YouTube? Timothy De La Ghetto. If you guys know who that is, you can Google him. It's obviously Tim Chantarongsu now, but before that it was, and yeah, man. I mean, I started watching him first, and then it went from him to like, man, I've just been a fan of like a lot of YouTube, like a lot of OG YouTubers from the beginning.
You still do.
I still do. Like I go in and have a look at what's happening with Tim and Chia every now and then. So pretty much people that inspire me, I just take from them. I just take bits and pieces from everybody that inspires me, trying to apply it to myself as natural as I can, so that it isn't like I'm fucking copying, you know what I mean? But I just try and apply it to my own personality. Bridget's World said, what makes you want to create videos? It's fun to do, but not only is it fun to do, but I love making everybody laugh. And I've been like that since I was young. And you can ask my mama. She'll tell you that I just wanted to make everybody laugh. All my life. Been grinding all my life. Sacrifice. Hustle, pay the price. No. Right. Tafio Martin. How do you keep coming up with fresh and new video ideas?
There's a whole huge list.
How big is the list, do you reckon? Over 100?
We could be doing videos every day for the rest of the year and you would still have ideas. Literally wakes up at 4 a.m. sometimes and writes down ideas on his phone, on his little notepad.
Wow, I said, man, I'm obsessed with this shit. I'm proper addicted to this shit, What keeps you pushing through those shit-ass days? What keeps you shitty days?
Exercise?
Yeah?
I guess just being kind to yourself and not putting too much pressure on yourself when you're not feeling. So like your priorities need to change if you're having a shit day.
Yeah, I have to talk about everything. Yeah, I guess I get through a lot of shit. Well, that's just not shit days. That's just like how I deal with my problems is like I just have to let it out. So I have to speak about everything. I don't believe in bottling shit up at all. I don't think that it's healthy, and I don't think that it's healthy for me anyway. Like I said, I learned a lot in prison, and like one of the things that I learned going through therapy is that the best thing to do is let it all out. So if you can find an outlet, which for me it's this, if you can find one for yourself, that's a good way to get through shit. When you're feeling shit, talk about it, let it out, say what you want to say. OC Spam said, how did Abby get into Twerk It Out?
I was running like dance fitness classes quite a few years ago. It had a lot of twerking in it. I used to think I was really great, but I look back and I really wasn't. And then this girl started Twerk It Out New Zealand, one of my good friends, Hayley, and people kind of connected us because I was running classes and she had just started this new business. and I was like a student at her classes, and then she moved back to the UK and I just took over, and then I eventually bought the business. But I did always dance from when I was really young until I had back operations. So I danced for like maybe 12 years, every day after school.
Shit.
I did ballet.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So dancing's always been like a real passion of mine.
If Shortland Street ever does a Scucks gangster role, please take it, G.
I love Shortland Street.
She loves Shortland Street. I don't know if I want it on my resume. If I was to do it, it would be for the experience, I guess. But I don't even know if that's fucking quality experience, to tell you the truth. Also, I feel like they fucking watch my shit and take jokes and shit sometimes. They say shit, that makes you think, bro. Like, look, I'll tell you what, like I'm not trying to say like, damn, my shit, taking everything that I'm fucking talking about, but bro, like I've said some shit, in videos, and like, oh fuck it, look, I just sound like a fucking
Sandy's sister.
I sound like a fucking conspiracy theorist, so I'm just not even gonna bother. Stop copying me. No. No, I'm serious. No, I'm not. I am. No, I'm not. I am. Beauty by July, not a question, but more story time videos. Oh, yeah.
Those are my favorite videos too.
People like it when I tell the stories, but if you want to hear more stories from me, then you have to come to my things and listen to me live if you want to hear all of my stories, team. Beauty by July, life after jail, its impact on you. Life after jail is amazing. Life after jail is this. Life after jail for me is everything you guys see now. Life after jail is my family being proud of me. Life after jail is me meeting Abbi and being in a great relationship. Life after jail is me being able to not only provide for myself, but eventually provide for my whole family. Because that's the way it's heading. Life after prison is like me being able to provide my friends with jobs, just being able to just be proud of myself, just like life after jail is just me just becoming who I just feel like is the best version of myself. Nicholas Westbrook said, what did it take to get where you are today? Seen a big change in the lifestyle you live now. It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of patience, even though it did happen very fast. It was still a lot of patience, but it was way more hard work. Hey, let me just say it like this. What it took to get here was my whole life. Was prison, was being addicted to crack, was going through everything that I went to, was my childhood, was growing up, was my teen. It was everything. It was my whole life. That's what it cost for me to be here. It cost me years in jail. It cost me going through all of that. It's my past. It cost me everything to be here. So that's what it took. Because I had to go through all that to be here, because I think that's what makes me so special, right? And you guys will know that because you are the ones that have been supporting me this whole time and following my journey. So I feel like that's the price I paid. Yeah, I gave up a bit of my life and shit like that, to get this. That's what it took for me, brother. That's what it took. Good question, bro.
I love those questions.
Rico said, when's the next merch drop? The next merch drop is probably winter, bro. June. I'll drop something for winter. Be ready for that because we already know how that shit fucking turns out. Luca, what's your favorite part about the day? And are you thinking about coming down south? Coming down south where? Like, what do you mean by coming down south? Like South Island? I just got back from the South Island today. But anyway, my favorite part about the day is probably like when I get to like lie on the couch. Hey, yeah. I reckon that's my favorite part of the day. Like when everything's finished, then I just get to be like, oh, and like lie down on the couch and maybe read a book or something. I like that. If
I don't have anything on, then I get excited about that. If I have a gym or appointment, then that's my best part. I don't know. It depends on the day.
China Rainey said, what do you like with kids and babies? Cuddly or pet kids' heads and walk away?
I'm cuddly.
She loves kids. I'm scared of babies. So I'm scared of babies. I don't want to hold your baby.
That was a cool question.
I didn't want to, I don't know. I don't fucking fuck around with kids, Like, I'm scared to like, I don't want to hold babies and shit. Fuck that. Cora, would you rather go back to jail for 2 years or home D for 5? I'd rather go back to jail for 2 years. Something about jail is, look, I don't mind jail. I don't mind jail. She hears me talking about it all the time. I don't mind jail. I'm all good with that. I feel like prison for me is like kicking off the boys 24/7. I can deal with that. These days, what would hurt me is that I know that I've got way too much to lose now. And before I didn't really have fuck all, but these days I've got a lot to lose, you know, and that like I'm fearful of losing all the shit that I got. I don't want to lose it. But yeah, to answer your question, I'd rather go back to jail for 2 years than do home D. Tornui, what's the best burger you've ever had? Lucky G's.
I think Lucky G's for me too.
Fuck Ferg Burger.
It's actually really nice too.
Yeah, I bet it is. MRG.
I don't even want to go to Ferg Burger with you because I feel like they've heard you say that.
Yeah, they definitely have. They watch all my videos. Fuck you guys.
You're going to have to go there and eat it one day and it's going to be shameful.
Yeah, and then I'll probably end up fucking puking all over my shirt. I hope you guys are happy. Yeah, you did that. MRG Wheezy. What's your guys' goals for the future? My goals for the future, bruv, are just to go all the way to the top, cuz sky high. Sky high. What's your goals for the future?
Just to always keep doing things that I enjoy.
Yeah, and I want to retire my parents. I would love for that too. Tums7163. Are you going to Thailand? Yes, brother. We're going to Thailand in a couple weeks. We're going to Thailand.
Literally 2 weeks.
Are you getting a tattoo in Phuket? Maybe. I will. I like to I would rather explore. You know, like if I had to choose and I like how to use my time, I would much rather use my time to like explore and like go on like adventures and like, because I love that sort of shit. You know, like even if it's like a weird fucking whatever, like I'm going down to their dairy or some shit, like that's adventurous for me because I'm in Thailand and it's a different culture. So I'd rather do that than sit in a tattoo shop is what I mean, because I can do tattoos here. Danny Pussy said, what were you in jail for? I was in jail for supply and I ag. When you gonna tune Kai Kata up in a boxing ring, or was that cap? Nah, Top Boy 238. No. That definitely wasn't cap. I was actually supposed to do a video of Kai, but he had to go for his fight. So what happened was like I hurt my back and I couldn't go and do the video because I didn't know what was wrong with it, so I didn't want to fuck it up even more. And what the video was gonna be was maybe would have fucked me up even more. So I just he went off to go do his fight. Congratulations to Kai. We love Kai. Yeah, we will get around to doing it, you know, but
you didn't explain it to your vlog. You were like, I'm going to do a video tomorrow with him. And then I don't think you ever spoke about it.
Oh, then I never spoke about it. Yeah, sorry. I just didn't end up doing it because I fucking hurt my back. And I was supposed to go out to CKB and do it. I didn't get around to it. And then he had to fly out to his fight that he just had. Congratulations. And now he's back. And look, man, he just had a fight. He's like enjoying his time with his family and shit. You know, he just had a hard day in the office. So I'm just letting them do his thing, man. You know, I'm not, I don't try and rush people and shit. I know they got trying to do their fucking, get some downtime with the fams and shit. And yeah, man. When the time is right, the time is right. What is your favorite thing about each other? P.S. I love watching you two, you little cuties.
I think my favorite thing about you is how passionate you are about achieving your goals. And I love being a part of that. It's exciting for me.
My favorite thing about you is probably that I won't get too hard out into it because I know she's just gonna cry. if I go too hard out, guys, you know, like so you know, I'll just give like
I do not cry that much.
What I like the most about her is that she's kind, that she's very kind, and she's got a very good heart. Probably what I love the most about her is that she's like a very nice person, a kind person, a very, very pure soul. She is. So that's probably my favorite thing about her. What sport were you good at, G?
Oh my God. Hands on.
What sport?
Is it hands on?
Yeah. Where do they play hands on?
Prison.
Yeah. Star player, baby. I never played sports on the outside, bro. I was too busy doing drugs, drinking in parks and shit. So I never really played sports. Played like, you know, little bits of sports at school and stuff, like mucking around, but never for like clubs or anything like that. Didn't play sports until I sort of went to jail and started becoming like getting into training and exercising, and then You know, everyone that's been to prison knows that they play a game called Hands On, and they know what that game's all about. And I can't even explain it. If you haven't been to jail, you just wouldn't even understand it, because it's like basketball mixed with netball, mixed with rugby, and it's all inside of a concrete cage. Family First said, "Are you guys starting OnlyFans?" No, but what do I always say about OnlyFans? If we had an OnlyFans account, first video,
house deposit.
Damn straight. If we had our OnlyFans and I put a video out, if we put a video out, first video, house deposit. Facts. Even my friends were like, brother, definitely support you, bro. Gee, you guys gonna start an OnlyFans? Oh, gee, you know I'm gonna buy it, eh? But only because I love you, eh? And like, I'm trying to support the boys, you know? I'm trying to support the hustle. I'm like, my G. Question for both of you: where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
I think whatever I'm doing in 5 years' time, it will be something that I enjoy doing and am passionate about. I don't know what that is, though. Could be what I'm doing right now.
In 5 years' time from now, I feel like I will be the biggest content creator in the country. I think that'll be a very clear fact. I would have changed a lot of people's lives in 5 years. I feel like I would have achieved a very big goal of mine, which is like to inspire the people and like have an impact on the culture of our country, and have an impact on the future of content creating and the future of the way that businesses decide on who they choose to give brand deals to and market with and team with and side with and put money into, and how all of that sort of shit works on the inside. I feel like I'll play a big part in having a effect on all of that sort of shit, because I feel like it's a broken system at the moment, and I feel like they're yet to realize that what really has an impact on people, and that a lot of what is happening is wrong, but it's just not clear to them yet. I feel like I'm really that guy. I feel like New Zealand hasn't seen anything like me. Not that there isn't other people out there that have lived similar lives to me or anything like that, but that someone will really get out here and speak the truth and will really share real, raw emotion with the people, that will really stand out here on this front line and be exactly what I say I am, true to myself and true to everyone, and that'll really run the ball for the people, bro. Like, I'm really that dude, bro. I'm really that guy. But I feel like in 5 years from now, it'll be more clearer than ever. And these sort of little rants that I go on when people ask these questions, I feel like these will be put into reels, and people will be sharing this shit around, and people will be sharing this about how I was saying this sort of shit 5 years ago. And I feel like this will be heard from fucking millions, because that's just the way that I fucking believe that it's going to be. So I have no choice but to make it that way. You know what I mean? Because I decide what happens with my future. I think that's what's going to happen in 5 years from now for me.
I think you're getting really good at speaking. I've never heard you answer a question like that before. You've been asked that question so many times. That was the best you've ever answered it.
Man, I've been reading a lot of books, man.
I was just thinking that the whole time.
I've been reading a lot of books, bro.
If you go back to like all those Q&As that you've done from the beginning and just see how you've progressed and how you respond and to these answers, I think you'll see a big difference.
Shit. I can feel it when I speak.
Same.
Fuck. Are you feeling it when I speak? Yeah. Can you feel it in your soul? Because I can feel it in my own soul when I'm speaking.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
It's a lot.
I know I got a gift.
You have a gift.
I know that I have a gift. I'm very aware that I have a gift, but fuck, I can feel it myself, bro. So I sometimes, I want to tell you guys straight up, sometimes when I speak, I want to cry because I can hear my own self speaking. Man, and it's just her in the room and the camera. So, but if there was a bunch of people here right now, I would have cried just then. We're not saying that. Because I feel it in my fucking soul, bro, in my heart. I swear I feel that shit. Mac990 said, are you earning good money doing social media, Buzz? Am I earning good money doing social media?
Yes.
Am I driving fucking Ferraris and buying Lamborghinis and house shopping? Nah, I'm definitely not. But do I have enough money to do whatever I want every day? Yeah. So it's pretty good. But I work my ass off. I just want $1 million, team. If anyone's got $1 million out there, if anyone's got $1 million out there that's just keen to just like fucking chuck it to me and shit. Yeah. What's the next transition to level up for you? Ooh, brother, that's a good question. Go like start doing live, start doing shows to be around the people even more. I feel like that's the next step for me. That's the next level for me in terms of growth as well, because I can do videos all day and I can do this shit all day and make jokes all day, but you know, to really connect with the people, I have to be out there in the fucking streets. I have to be in your cities, in your towns, coming right there. I want you to fucking hear my shit when I fucking speak. I want you guys to, I want to be right there in front of you. I want to come front. I want to take photos with everyone. I want to fucking feel that energy when I come to people's towns. And I feel like that's the next step for me. And that's the next place where that's where the growth lies, bro. Because that's scary for me, bro. Wherever it's nervous for me, wherever it's fucking bumpy and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm nervous to do that shit. That's where I need to be, right in that fucking uncomfortable little bubble. That's growth for me and the next step and the next level. Micah, craziest fight story. Shit. I don't like talking about this stuff because I feel like it's actually a lot of the fight stories that like from fights that I've been in have been like real fuck. People got really hurt and shit, so I can't really think of like funny ones. What's a funny one? I mean, everyone thought it was funny when I talked about the time I first went to jail and got a hiding. And that's kind of funny. I guess the only funny ones that I can think of is fights that when I lose. I feel like that's the only ones that I could feel comfortable telling you guys about. I don't want to talk about other fights. But I mean, fights when I would lose, I don't know. I remember, we got jumped one time out in the middle of nowhere. It was like a big fight, but there was only like six of us. Six of me and the boys were super outnumbered. One of my bros was fucking horsing it, and he was like, what? Stepping to like the whole party. Like no one wanted a one out, but there was like 50 of them. And I was like, fuck, like shut the fuck up. Bro, fuck, stop it, you're just horsing it. And like he would have like beat them up in a clean 1-on-1, you know? But there was 50 of them. But no one wanted a 1-on-1. Huh? Oh, you didn't even know him. It's one of my boys from back in the days. But he would have beat them all up in a 1-out. Like definitely 100% would have beat them up. Tough. He was a tough cunt. But there was like 50 of them. No one wanted a 1-out, but they were still like not keen. Like they were like, fuck, like all good, bro. Like tell your mate, like all good and shit. And like I'm like, yeah, we're trying to tell my mate. Chill the fuck out, you know? Chill, bro. Because I'm looking at it for what it is. I'm like, yo, there's 50 of these boys out here, like, and we're in the middle of nowhere, and we're at one of their parties, and I don't know if they're gonna fucking shoot us. We're in the middle of like some farmlands. I don't know if any of my boys from back then will watch this, but if you watch this, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's the middle of nowhere. There isn't even street lights. It's one of those ones where like there's the road, and then the road pulls off onto a gravel road that just goes and goes and goes, and then it meets up on this farm at this house. Crazy shit. Middle of nowhere. So anyway, he tries to have a fight with all these people. The people are like, nah, bro, we don't want to fight. But you know, he just keeps on doing it because he's drunk and just like, what? And then he just cracks someone. Just cracks this dude, and the dude's still not keen, like, bro, fuck. But then they start having a fight, and then it starts to like break out, and then like his friends are there, like, they're not fighters, but there's fucking 50 of them, you know, and there's 6 of us. Trying to break it up at first, like, stop, you know, but then they realize like, fuck, we're like easily overpowering this guy, all of us together, and there's only like 6 of us, and we're like, fuck, bro, back up. But then they start to realize like, bro, we're super outnumbering these guys, and we're like pushing them back. So we end up all getting chased. Anyway, the boys jump in this car. I try to run to the car. They jump in the car takes off. And I'm like, fuck. All these dudes are all surrounding me now. There's like 50 dudes around me surrounding me, right? And I'm like, oh shit. They got golf clubs at this point, machetes and shit like that. I'm fucking like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm probably like 16 or something at this point. It's the middle of nowhere, pitch black, dark on gravel road. For me to even get back to the road, because my mate's car's driven off now. The boys are in it. except for my one other mate that was starting the drama. He's in somewhere in the bush now, running in the farm and shit. He stayed out the other night. So let me get to the end of the story. So my bro's out in the bush somewhere, jumping around, running through cows and cow shit and whatever. It's farmland, middle of nowhere. I'm on this gravel road at this point, like, fuck. All these dudes surround me. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna die. Like, that was how I was feeling. I was like, yo, golf clubs, sweet, yeah. Like, safe to say I'm gonna die. Like, if I can't outrun these dudes, game over. I'm fucked. Because they're just gonna jump me, and it's just at the point where, like, there's just so many of them, and they all got weapons, machetes, golf clubs, whatever, bats, that they're just gonna jump me. And even if they try and do a light one, like, but everyone's drunk, so they're just gonna fuck me up, sort of thing. But I just start running. I'm like, fuck. And they're like, it's this guy. Like, one of them looks at me, looks me in the eyes, and I look at him and we lock eyes. And he's like, fuck, this is one of them. And then they all turn, boom. They all look at me. And I'm like, fuck. Boom. And then, like, I see a little gap. Boom. And I, like, bust through these two dudes and just start sprinting my hardest. My heart's racing. I'm fucking, like, running, sprinting. But they're all going, but there's, like, more of them. So there's a circle that's around me. But there's, like, another 10 guys in front of me that are up the gravel road a little bit still. So I'm like, fuck, these is gonna fuck me up. I make boom, bolt this little gap, do like a fucking little goosey past these dudes. I'm sprinting my fucking hardest, bro, like never before. Adrenaline pumping. I'm like, oh shit, these is gonna fuck me up. I can hear them all behind me going, that's him, that's him, that's him. I'm like, fuck. I see these dudes in front of me, and I can hear them yelling, that's him. And I look back and they're like, that's him, get him. I start pointing with them. I said, how the fuck am I going to get out of this? I'm running the cover. I started doing the same thing as them. That's him. I'm running my hardest. My heart was still racing. That's him. And they're like, that's him. And I'm like, that's him.
That's hilarious.
Holy fuck. It's so funny now, but that was one of the scariest moments of my whole life, bro.
I really hope someone from that night is watching.
Oh, bro. Wait, everyone from that night, like, if you guys are watching, I know you guys love me these days. You guys just wouldn't have known that I was one of the guys there, but everyone there loves me. I know for a fact in this place where this happened. But, fucking the funny thing about it is, like, this is what was fucked about it. Our ambulance turned up because my mates that were inside of that car drove off a cliff. Yeah, so they drove off a cliff and I ran straight past the car. And I was going, that's him. And I was freaking out so much that I had, like, gassed it for ages and didn't even know. And I looked back and there was no one there. And I was like, where the fuck did these guys go? Because there was just all these people running behind me and I'm still yelling. And then all of a sudden I look back. I'm like, that's him for ages. And I'm just like thinking, fuck, they're still behind me. Like, I'm just like gassing it, bro. Like, I didn't care what it's like. I'm just like, fuck, on this gravel road. And I'm still on the gravel road for ages. I'm just trying to get back to the main road, like, because this is a long gravel driveway. So I'm just trying to get back to the road because I know, fuck, at least if I get jumped, they're going to jump me on the road. Maybe someone will drive past, which will stop it. Or if they fuck me up on the side of the road, at least someone's going to drive past and see me and be able to, like, call me a fucking ambulance or some shit, because these were the sort of hidings that we were fucking giving people and getting back then. So I stop, I look back and everyone's gone and I'm like, what the fuck? But my heart's still racing. I'm like, fuck. I got my hands down on my knees like, fuck, what the fuck? Having a look, but I'm still like walking because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to like stop. So I'm just walking, but looking back and I'm like sort of like tucked away in this bush, like looking like, fuck, are these guys still coming or like what just happened? And then an ambulance comes and I'm like, oh fuck, like that must have been for my mate that was originally starting it. And I thought like, fuck, maybe my bro got caught and like they fucked him up real bad, and jacked him. And then I thought they might have freaked out and called the ambulance for him, Anyway, it was because my friends drove off a cliff. So they drove off that gravel road. They sped so fast and tried to go around a bend and just slid straight off the cliff. Boom, into a ditch. Dropped straight off the hill. Beamer, ridden off. Now they're in a ditch. Not only that whole mob that was chasing me obviously saw the car crash like they must have saw the lights and shit, but because obviously I was fucking freaking out saying that's him. I didn't see the car that was off the fucking edge and all the boys were in it trying to crawl out. But yeah, man, fuck. So they went down to the car, and anyway, the ambulance turns up, and we're like, fuck, you guys got to take us in the ambulance because we're so far from home that we're like, we need to get home. And you know, the only thing that's stopping, because now everyone's together, and we're trying to like, but no one's fighting because the ambulance people are there, you know, and they're like, everyone's like, fuck, the cops must be on their way. But the ambulance is like trying to put our friend in the car that was in that car crash, trying to put him in the truck to go. And we're trying to tell them, bro, like, you guys got to give us a ride because we're about to get fucked up. Like, if you guys don't take us with yous right now, but they're going, you can only take one person, plus the injured guy that we're taking, plus one more. But there's no way we're not taking all of you guys. We're like, bro, we're about to get fucked up. You got to take us in your fucking ambulance right this second. Like, mate, this is no joke. We can't take you. It doesn't matter. It's just like, we're not going to take you. We didn't give a fuck, you know? Not that they didn't give a fuck, but they're just like, we're not going to take you. Long story short, you know, fucking, I had to fucking call on a lifeline that I'm not proud of, but I had to call on someone to come pick us up. And yeah, man, that's my funny story about a fight.
Who was your lifeline?
Yeah, I had to call my ex-girlfriend to come pick me up at the time. My ex. But you know, shout out to her. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, that's how serious I got, like, you know, because I would never have done that. So that just goes to show that was fucking quite intense. The real Annan, Docs, can you do a Tongan food mukbang with your Moors? Yo, 100% I can. Someone send me a list of what that would be. Someone send me a list of all the Tongan food, and then I'll post a list, and then someone help me out with that. Someone put me on. Yeah, what's something you want but can't get? She doesn't know. I mean, time for me. You just can't get any more of it, and it's very valuable. I would like all my life back from all the benders that I've been on. I would appreciate all my life and my money back too.
The money is terrible.
Yeah, what's something I want my money back. Offa said, where did you get your glasses from? Asking for a friend. Okay, guys, now this is one of the biggest questions that have been asked, and this is mainly part of the reason why we're doing this Q&A. So, I got my glasses from, you have to promise me that you guys are going to go there and fucking say, if you guys go there and get these glasses, you got to say my name, right? I don't even know if I want everyone out here rocking these things, rocking these shits. You know what I mean? I got my glasses from Sunglass Bar in Auckland, off High Street. Sunglass Bar.
Great shop.
If you start getting an influx of customers, that was from me. And I love you guys. Shout out to Louise, the owner. And shout out to your man. I think that's your man that I met as well. Love your guys' work. Love your guys' shop. Love your guys.
The lady that helped us, she was really cool.
Yeah, and the chick that was there that day when I came in and spoke to you, and you helped me out with those glasses, and handed me those and said, like, what about these? And I was like, oh shit, fuck, oh my god, I'm gonna love these things. Oh shit, I felt like a superstar. That's where I got my glasses from. Sunglass Bar, Auckland City. Drop my name, bro. Let them know. All right, we're on the home stretch. We've been fucking going for about 2.5 hours now on the soundboard. It's got 2.5 hours of talking. You guys are probably only gonna get about 40 minutes or something. All right, I know if you guys want more, then fuck, man. I can. I don't know, man. If I can do this any more longer. Will you venture into stand-up? Fuck, I probably won't. I have thought about it, and we have talked about it. I feel like my voice is more valuable to the people if I go out and try and inspire. I would rather come out and share my story and my journey and tell stories like that, rather than come out with the intention to make everybody laugh. Like stand-up would be, you know, like the goal is to make everyone laugh and be funny. I would set out to inspire. How do you feed your confidence, and what's the motivator to do what you do? What do I do to stay confident? I take pride in all of the work that I put out. Like, I try and give my best into all of my work that I put out to everybody, so that I know at the end of the day, if anyone's got anything to say, it's more or less like, fuck, I did my fucking best. So like, but you can never really knock my confidence, bro. I'm so true to who I am. So you can't really tell me nothing, because I'm fucking set in my ways, and no one can get to me, no one can slow me down, no one can fucking knock my confidence. Anyway, Thank you guys all for making it this far. If you made it this far, I appreciate all your questions. There was about 100 more. Fuck, we've been talking for almost 3 hours. So I really wish that we could get to it. And I think we maybe will have to do another one of these in the near future. I hope that we got to answer a lot of your questions. Got anything to say?
I'm just happy to be here and tired.
And I hope you guys appreciate it. And I know that you guys like the sound of this on this mic right now. And yeah, man, I appreciate all of you guys and I love all of you guys, bro. We can't keep doing this. Peace.
Bitch.